Am I the only one that didn't know the Mariners could be this electric in the playoffs? The energy in the stadium was absolutely off the charts, and the fans were loving every second of it. From the moment you walked into the ballpark, you could feel the anticipation buzzing in the air. It was as if the entire city of Seattle had come together, united by hope, nerves, and the dream of October glory. The sea of blue and teal, the rally towels spinning, and the roar of the crowd with every pitch, it was a scene that gave you goosebumps, even if you weren't a die-hard Mariners fan. Seriously, if you blinked, you missed absolute fireworks in Game 3. The atmosphere was electric, and the Mariners delivered a performance for the ages. Every inning felt like a new chapter in a storybook, with the crowd hanging on every pitch, every swing, every defensive play. The stadium was alive, and you could sense that something special was brewing from the very first out. It wasn't just a baseball game. It was a celebration, a party, and a statement all rolled into one. The Mariners weren't just playing for themselves. They were playing for every fan who had waited years for this moment. Let's break it down. Seattle's bats were hot from the jump. From the very first pitch, you could tell the Mariners were locked in and ready to make a statement. The hitters came out aggressive, swinging with confidence and purpose. It was clear they had a game plan, and they executed it to perfection. The way they worked the count, fouled off tough pitches, and waited for their pitch to drive, it was textbook playoff baseball. You could see the determination in their eyes, the focus in their body language. This wasn't just another game. This was their moment to shine, and they seized it. Victor Robles set the tone with a leadoff double, and J.P. Crawford cashed him in. Then the Tigers handed over another run on an error. It was the perfect start for Seattle, and they never looked back. That early momentum was huge. Robles' hustle out of the box, stretching a single into a double, sent a message. The Mariners were here to play aggressive, smart baseball. Crawford's clutch hit brought the crowd to its feet, and when the Tigers made that costly error, you could almost feel the air go out of their dugout. Seattle capitalized on every opportunity, showing the kind of killer instinct you need in October. Eugenio Suarez? He snapped his slump with a monster 422-foot homer, and J.P. Crawford followed up with his own bomb. These back-to-back homers were a sight to behold and really set the tone for the rest of the game. Suarez's blast was a no-doubter, the kind of home run that makes you jump out of your seat before the ball even lands. You could see the relief and joy on his face as he rounded the bases, knowing he'd come through for his team when it mattered most. And then, as if on cue, Crawford stepped up and delivered another shot, sending the stadium into a frenzy. It was a 1-2 punch that left the Tigers reeling, and the Mariners faithful, believing that this could be their year. Cal Raleigh made sure the Tigers remembered his name, sending a 2-run shot out in the 9th for his first postseason homer. It was the icing on the cake for an already dominant performance. Raleigh's homer wasn't just another run on the board, it was a statement. It showed that the Mariners weren't content to coast to the finish line. They wanted to put an exclamation point on the win. The dugout erupted, the fans went wild, and you could see the confidence growing with every swing. Raleigh's power, his poise under pressure, and his ability to deliver in the clutch are exactly what you need in a playoff run. The dugout was buzzing with excitement, and you could see the camaraderie and team spirit shining through. Every player was up on the top step, cheering for their teammates, sharing high fives and hugs. It's that kind of chemistry that separates good teams from great ones. The Mariners have built a culture where everyone supports each other, where every player feels like a crucial part of the team. You could see it in the way they celebrated together, picked each other up after tough at-bats, and stayed locked in from the first pitch to the last out. That unity is what makes this team so dangerous in the postseason. But it wasn't just the offense. The Mariners' pitching staff was equally impressive. In fact, you could argue that the pitching was the backbone of this win, setting the tone and keeping the Tigers off balance all night long. From the first inning, The Mariners pitchers attacked the strike zone, mixed their pitches, and executed their game plan to perfection. It was a masterclass in playoff pitching, and it gave the offense the confidence to play loose and aggressive. Logan Gilbert was lights out, 6 dominant innings, only 4 hits, and 7 Ks. His performance on the mound was nothing short of spectacular, and he kept the Tigers' hitters off balance all night. Gilbert's fastball had extra life, his breaking ball was sharp, and he worked both sides of the plate with precision. He showed poise beyond his years, never letting the moment get too big. Even when the Tigers threatened, Gilbert bore down and made the big pitches when he needed them most. It was the kind of start that gives your team a huge boost of confidence, knowing your ace is in complete control. The bullpen stayed sharp, except for a late scare, but Andres Munoz slammed the door shut. The relief pitchers did their job, and Munoz's closing performance was the perfect ending to a great game. The Mariners' bullpen has been a strength all season, and they showed why in Game 3. Every reliever came in ready to attack, throwing strikes and challenging hitters. When the Tigers tried to mount a comeback, Munoz came in with electric stuff, blowing fastballs by hitters, and showing the kind of composure you need in the 9th inning of a playoff game. His fist pump after the final out said it all. This team is locked in and ready for more. The entire team came together for this win, and it was a true team effort from start to finish. From the top of the lineup to the bottom, from the starting pitcher to the last man out of the bullpen, everyone played a role. The coaches made the right moves, the players executed, and the fans brought the energy. It was the kind of win that builds confidence and belief, not just for this series, but for the rest of the postseason. You could see it in the way the players celebrated together, knowing they had accomplished something special as a group. What's wild? This wasn't just a few stars carrying the load. Every player contributed in some way. Whether it was a key hit, a great defensive play, a smart base running decision, or just bringing energy in the dugout, everyone had a hand in this victory. That's what makes this Mariners team so dangerous. They don't rely on just 1 or 2 guys. They have depth, versatility, and a belief that anyone can be the hero on any given night. Seattle's whole lineup, pitching staff, and even the fans, shout out to the dump here home run catcher, came together. The fans were incredible, and their energy definitely helped fuel the team's performance. You could see the players feeding off the crowd, drawing energy from every cheer, every chant, every wave of the rally towel. The connection between the team and the city was on full display, and it made for an unforgettable night at the ballpark. Even the little moments, like a fan catching a home run ball or a kid waving a sign, added to the magic of the night. With a 2-1 lead, the Mariners are 1 win away from their first ALCS since 2001. This is a historic moment for the team and their fans. For a franchise that's endured so many ups and downs, so many years of waiting and hoping, this win felt like a turning point. The players know what's at stake, and you could see the determination in their eyes as they walked off the field. The city of Seattle is buzzing with excitement, and you can feel the sense of destiny building with every game. This isn't just about making the ALCS, it's about rewriting the story of Mariners baseball. The excitement is palpable, and the fans are ready for more. The Mariners have shown they have what it takes to go all the way. The city is alive with hope, and you can see it in the faces of every fan, young and old. People are talking about the Mariners everywhere you go, at work, at school, in coffee shops, and on the streets. There's a sense that something special is happening, and nobody wants to miss a single moment. The players feel that support, and it's pushing them to new heights. So, can Seattle keep this magic rolling? The next game will be crucial, and the team will need to bring their A game once again. The pressure is on, but this team has shown they can handle it. They've faced adversity all season, and they've come out stronger every time. The key will be staying focused, playing their brand of baseball, and trusting in each other. If they can do that, there's no limit to how far they can go. The dream is alive, and the Mariners are just getting started. Smash like, hit subscribe, and get ready for Game 4, because this ride's not over yet. The Mariners are on a roll, and you won't want to miss a single moment of the action. Whether you're a lifelong fan or just jumping on the bandwagon, there's never been a better time to be part of Mariners baseball. The energy, the excitement, the hope, it's all building towards something unforgettable. So grab your gear, rally your friends, and get ready for more playoff magic. The Mariners are making history, and you'll want to say you were there for every pitch, every hit, and every incredible moment. Let's go Mariners.